Hello, and welcome to this Quick Bytes video. I'm Rich Crawford, a technical marketing engineer for Azure NetApp Files. Today, I'll introduce Azure NetApp Files Elastic Zone Redundant Storage Service Level, or Azure NetApp Files Elastic ZRS for short. I'll cover what it is, who it's for, how it works, its benefits, and how to get started. Well, first off, what is Azure NetApp Files Elastic Zone Redundant Storage? It's a new service level for Azure NetApp Files that synchronously replicates your file data across 3 Azure availability zones in one region. In practice, that means every write to your storage is instantly copied to 3 different data centers. The result is a single, always-on volume that stays available even if an entire availability zone goes down. Essentially, your data remains accessible with 0 data loss and no special setup. Azure handles the redundancy for you. You'll still get the full enterprise-grade capabilities of Azure NetApp Files, and you only pay for what you use. So you can start small and scale up without over-provisioning. This new service level is designed for organizations running mission-critical workloads, where any downtime or data loss is unacceptable. Think of industries like finance, healthcare, or government that often have strict compliance to keep data in one region while ensuring high uptime. If you have critical systems such as SAP, shared files, or containerized applications, trading platforms, or even user file shares that need to stay up even through an Azure zone outage, Azure NetApp Files Elastic ZRS is for you. It gives those applications continuous availability without having to architect a complex disaster recovery solution all by yourself. Well, how does this work? Azure NetApp Files Elastic ZRS works by synchronously mirroring every write operation to all availability zones in the same Azure region. When your application writes to an Azure NetApp Files Elastic ZRS volume, that write is committed in multiple zones before it's acknowledged. This guarantees that if one zone goes down unexpectedly, an up-to-date copy of your data is immediately available in all other zones. If one availability zone unexpectedly goes offline, the service will automatically detect it and fail over to the other zone that has the data. This failover typically happens in under 3 minutes. Importantly, you do not need to do anything during failover. The storage endpoint or the mount point that your app uses stays the same. Your application just keeps reading and writing as soon as the new active zone takes over. No manual reconfiguration, no manual intervention. The whole multi-AZ replication and failover process is managed behind the scenes by Azure. You simply create a volume with the zone redundant service level, and the platform handles the rest. Well, what are some of the benefits of Azure NetApp Files Elastic Zone Redundant Storage? First off, you get extreme resiliency. Because of the triple replication, you get 4 nines of availability uptime and 0 RPO. No data is lost even if a zone fails. And with quick automated failover, your RTO is minimal, usually just a couple of minutes of pause before things resume. Second, you get simplicity. You don't have to maintain 2 volumes or write failover scripts or use any external replication mechanism. It's all one volume, one service, so you've significantly reduced the complexity of achieving high availability. And this can cut operational overhead by a lot. Third, you keep all enterprise features you expect from Azure NetApp Files. NFS v3, NFS 4.1, and SMB protocols are there, as well as snapshots, writable clones, backups, and encryption, all working on a zone redundant volume. There is no trade-off between features and resilience. It's also cost-effective. Instead of paying, let's say, for 2 separate volumes in 2 zones and replicating between them, you just have one volume that gives you the high availability across zones. And this often comes at a lower total cost than DIY solutions because you're not doubling your storage footprint to get HA. Every gigabyte you provision is actively used and protected across zones, so you're not paying for idle standby capacity. And finally, you can reduce application read latency by co-locating your storage with your compute in the same availability zone. Setting up Elastic ZRS is straightforward. After creating your NetApp account with the new NetApp Elastic account type, you create a new capacity pool. You just select the zone redundant service level, and you choose your preferred zones. Then you create your volumes in that pool as you normally would, and then Azure NetApp Files automatically replicates those volumes across the zones. That's it. No special configuration beyond choosing the Elastic ZRS service level. In summary, Azure NetApp Files Elastic ZRS is ideal for critical applications that need high availability within a single region. It keeps your data in multiple zones with automated failover, ensuring continuous access with no data loss, and it does this without sacrificing features or adding complexity. Truly, continuity without compromise. For more information, check out the Azure NetApp Files Elastic Zone Redundant Storage documentation on Microsoft Learn via the link or the QR code below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.